Hey, everyone.
What's up? I was rocking out.
What's rocking out? Welcome to Going Rogue BMX podcast with your very interesting host, Dan, Sexy Dan, and Danelle. We have quite the show to you. Hey, Raymond, how are you? And he's got the volume on nice and loud.
How's it going, everybody?
Yes.
Can you hear us all right?
Hi, Wanda, Mr. Midget. Let's do the damn thing, he says. Well, tonight's episode is going to be a good one. Everyone knows that we have the beautiful, the very talented, the incredibly amazing coach, Anna Luttrell, formerly Anna Johnson, with us tonight.
Hopefully, we're not butchering her last name. So
it's entirely possible.
Luttrell or Luttrell?
No.
I say Luttrell. So.
It sounds good either way.
Yes, it sounds good.
Hey, Nate, Mike. Oh my goodness, you guys are all. Hey, Arthur, we caught your podcast as much as we could because you were running late.
His internet was messed up.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, but we got to see a lot, and it was good.
Yeah, he did real good. Yeah. I love the call-in feature. That is super
that's
cool.
Awesome.
I have not quite figured that one out yet. So
right
there's that.
we still haven't figured out our.
Oh, nobody can hear you on that one.
I can.
You can.
Remember, that's what I can hear. So
you can.
It's all good.
It's on here somewhere. I found it the other day. Hi, Elaine.
What's up, Wells?
Wells, we've got a treat for you. You're going to see it here in a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Let's just say Dan had an idea and we went.
We went with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
of course, because he's always got good ideas, right?
Good intentions.
Good intentions.
We'll say that.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to give a quick shout out to our podcast sponsors right now.
Right.
If you haven't noticed, we're all Amy'd up. Because guess what? Amy Grips is our gate drop giveaway sponsor today. So we've got some good stuff from Amy Grips.
Yes, we do.
And of course, they hooked us up with some awesome swag for us to wear. Heck yeah. Hi, Tori.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? I done said it 2 or 3 times. What's up, Elaine?
Yes. Yeah. So shout out to Amy Grips. Shout out to Free Up Storage. Shout out to 8 Degree Pedal. We do have our new sponsor, Evil Alloy, that's coming shortly. I need to follow up with him and see what's going on with that. But we're in the works on that one. Right. So
yeah, I've been checking the mail every day.
Hi, Rusty. Thank you. He says we have selected an amazing young lady to interview.
Awesome.
Yes,
Mr.
we are
Rusty
so
Roberts.
Excited. She's actually sitting in the back, kind of chilling. I'm going to bring her on screen here in a little bit. We had a little bit of a conversation before, and I'm super excited for her. Just a few things that we're just going to kind of update everybody on, I guess.
Yes.
So,
yes,
for those that don't know, guess who I went and saw? If you haven't been following our YouTube channel, I did an awesome video interview with the beautiful Peyton Ridenhour. Peanut.
Come on.
She was fantastic. She put on such an amazing clinic. She was so fun to talk to. Mad Maddie came with me, did a lot of the interview part. Dan was incredibly mad, but she gave him a good shout out.
I had to work all day and all evening, so I didn't get to go. And I did get to spend time with my grandbabies though when I got them off the bus, so it made up for it.
Yeah, yep.
And I did get. She signed.
She did sign you a shirt. Yes, she did.
And gave me a shout out.
Yes, she did. So
it's all good.
She does an amazing job. She taught those kids some amazing things. I even might have picked up a thing or two just videoing.
Right.
Maybe.
So we do need to bring to attention, we do not have Mad Maddie in the chat with us tonight.
Not yet, anyways. I don't know.
Hopefully,
if she's joining
hopefully
or
she'll
not.
jump on and everything, but she's wrestling with the grandbabies. They're in an uproar this evening when they left. So
yeah. And if anybody knows those twins, you know they're
they're
something. Oh, look, Case is watching tonight. Hi,
what's up, Case?
That's our grandson. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So speaking of Peyton, we've got something coming up for her.
Yeah, we need to, y'all. I'm going to tell you something. Wells donated this awesome guitar, right? We need to sell some more raffle tickets. So in my conversations with Peyton, we talked quite a bit about, her sponsorship and how they don't really get paid as much as they probably should. And she would never say that. That was just me saying it, her not disagreeing with me. So there's that.
Mama's interpretation.
My interpretation. We do know that, she's had some struggles getting some sponsorship and some funding, and y'all, her parents, they have supported her and driven her and been there for her. I would incredibly love to see us bring her some amazing money. So if you haven't done it yet, donate to the raffle. We have raised a decent amount, but I sure would like to see more if possible. So I'm calling y'all out. Help a girl out. $5 a ticket, donated by Wells Cornett. It's awesome. So bringing that up.
It's going to be hard for us to comment.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're not going to be able to comment, but know that we'll get back in touch with you. Y'all can comment to each other if you need to.
Right.
But till Maddie jumps in,
right.
It's going to be hard. But yeah, the grandbabies are having a blast on the hack.
Oh yeah.
We'll get into a little bit of that.
Yes. So
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Speaking of the hack.
That
Beer Budget brought up.
Right.
Can we bring up the hack? Since we're talking about the hack.
She can bring up the hack.
We'll bring it up.
Oh, you want me to bring up pictures?
Damn.
Lord have mercy. He expects me to just know what he's talking about.
Well, I can't pick that thing up and put it up.
Oh.
All right, so here's our hack, Rick.
This is where we're at, y'all.
And we call it the Midnight Rider. It will be making its debut Saturday, maybe Sunday as well, down at Gretna.
Yeah.
For the state race. So y'all aren't doing nothing, come on down to Gretna, Louisiana. And it's going to be very interesting because we're going to have actually we're going to have 100 years of two riders. If you put us together,
like
that's what it's going to be age wise. We'll be 100.
I'm just going to show you a picture of who's riding this hat.
Yeah. Okay? So I will try to be driving it, or steering it, or piloting it, whatever you want to call it, or doing something. And here's what we got for our monkey.
Do you see these guys? We've got Wells Cornett joining Dan.
Right. So me and Wells are actually going to be trying to maneuver around the track and getting it going.
Hey, look, my Facebook friend Scott Sloan is on.
What's up, old school? Mm-hmm.
So hack debuts.
Kids are great, man.
Yes. I don't know what I did. I did something, but yes, Gretna, we'll get to. That's going to be our first.
This is going to be very interesting.
And Mad Maddie has joined the chat. She wrangled her children, so she is with us now.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, Cool Cat Club, Wells. That's exactly it.
Cool Cat Club.
Oh, hey, Scott was with Wells this weekend at DeSoto. Very nice.
Come on.
Very nice.
Very good.
The hack is sick. I appreciate that so much. We are so excited. Obviously, we are actually racing. I'm not racing. You two guys are racing. I'm videoing. I'm going to see what happens.
We call racing.
Didn't I get that life insurance?
It's
it's been signed. It's been signed.
But anyway, yeah, we're gonna figure it out one way or another, huh, Wells?
So there is actual race. We have only 2 riders at this point in time. So if anyone else wants to jump on,
I think there's 3.
Is there 3 now?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. So if anybody else wants to race in Gretna, that's the place to be this weekend. I really don't expect us to place or even do anything spectacular. The goal is to just
What's up,
keep it
Paige,
from
Andy?
flipping.
How are y'all?
Yes, and they're all here for Anna. Anna is
Well,
bringing the heat. Do
Bring
you
it
see
on. Come on.
these
That's
people?
good.
That is
That's
amazing.
good.
That is so
the
amazing.
More people that get on here and see what she is doing,
Right,
and not just her,
right.
but her and her coaches
Yep.
that's with her,
Over at Cowtown over there.
drawing them kids in and teaching them what
Yeah.
they need to do, and how to do it. It is 100% great.
Yes, yes, and that's why we wanted her on. She, you know, she's young and fierce, and she does such amazing things with kids. All the coaches do, for the most part. There's a lot of coaches out there, but you know, because I generally get to pick who comes on this, you know, most of the time, I like the women who are in BMX.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so.
definitely. We need more women in the BMX, man.
Yes, we do. So we are super excited to bring her in. I do want to quickly mention to everybody, I want to mention those who mention us.
Yes.
Northwest Arkansas podcast.
NWA.
NWA. If you missed Arthur's show, go back and watch it.
Yep, it was good.
Yes, it was very good. He did some amazing call-ins. All Things BMX, who is actually, hold on, also going to host our friend Wells Cornett on May 6th.
That's correct.
On theirs, yes. So y'all make sure to tune in for that.
The Cool Cat.
The Cool Cat.
Cool.
Just BMX Down Under. Right? And then, of course, Beer Budget. Our good friends at Beer Budget who always keep us laughing every Sunday night at this point in time. They keep us going. Hey, Brian, how are you?
What's up, Mr. Brian?
So, yeah, where are we at? What are we doing? Okay. So for those who weren't here for the last one, we started something new. We're calling it the Gate Drop Giveaway. Okay. So it's in 3 stages. First stage, we want you to share this. When I drop the gate, I want you to share this podcast on your socials. That's the first step. Then we're going to drop the yellow light later on, and then we're going to give you instructions there, and then we're gonna like vote on the winner. So it's a lot of fun. It's very interactive. But before we move on and bring Anna on, because we are so excited for that.
What's up, Brandon, Heather?
I am going to go ahead and bring that to the stage. Gate Drop Giveaway. Make sure you share this podcast to your socials and comment done when you've done it. Yeah. Mad Maddie in the comments are going to keep up and make sure that whoever wins has done all of the things to win. And we have some awesome stuff donated by our sponsor, Amy Grips. So you're going to want to do it. Ask Anna if that itch she was feeling recently is going to become a soothing habit. She will know what it means. All right, we're going to have to ask you to say that again.
Can't you just put it on the screen?
I can, but should I just leave it there for now?
Yeah.
We'll just leave it there. Is a gate drop a semi or a main drop? Asking for a friend. Dude, I just got 3. It's
the main, man.
It's the main. It's the main. Yes.
It's the main.
It's the main.
You have made it to the main event.
You have made it to the main event.
At the end of the show.
Yes. Yes. So make sure you share, comment done.
You have to share it, and Maddie is keeping up with it.
Yes,
if you don't share it, you won't be in the running.
Right? Exactly.
And you're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it. It's a good one.
I packed it. So
he did pack it. All right. So what do you say we bring Anna on? What do you think?
What
do you want to bring Anna on, or do you have more that you want to
go?
Should we come on, Anna? Come on. There we go. Here she is, y'all. Look.
Hi.
Hi, Anna. We are so excited to have you. You have brought quite the crowd. Look at that.
I know. I keep like going over to the comments because the screen that I saw and I can't see all the comments, and so I see all my little friends and family tuning in.
Well, you've got an awesome support system, obviously.
Yes.
And I love that. And I don't know if you could hear us when you're in the back. Could you hear us talking when you're in the back?
Yes, I could.
Yes. So
she talks a lot.
I do. I do. I do.
I talk a lot
I
too.
think-
It's okay.
There we go.
My mom
Y'all
always
wake
says if
me
you
up
need
when
someone to
it's- when
talk
it's
to,
my
call
turn.
Anna.
Right.
There you go.
So before we go into anything else, I want to get this out there before so I don't forget, and then I can take this off the screen. But Scott Sloan says to ask you if that itch she was feeling recently is going to become a soothing habit. She will know what it means. You might have to explain that one because I don't know what he's talking about.
I posted a video, and it's one of those videos that says I'm getting the itch again, and it fades into some old Grand's videos, and
Sing it.
basically it's like saying like I'm getting that itch again, and then my husband says what itch, and it's like the BMX
On the
itch,
race.
basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
Exactly. Does that mean there's a comeback in the future?
We'll just have to see. I don't know.
Come
Working
on,
on
that
some
would be
things,
awesome.
and
That would be cool.
That
That
would be cool. Awesome. Look,
It's,
Paige says,
it's been a question for, well, really since I quit.
oh, well, I mean, do you ever really quit? Like the love is forever there, right?
No,
And
you don't.
you spend all of your time with, teaching kids and helping the next generation of racers. The best part about BMX is that everybody can participate if they want
Yes,
to, right?
for
So
sure.
awesome. So I want to let everybody know that if you are in the comments, you are welcome to ask some questions, although they will be filtered, right? So we're not going to ask her anything too crazy. We're going to keep it clean and cut and all of the good
That
stuff.
is correct.
Yep. Um,
100%.
the first thing we really kind of wanted to know, like right off the bat, is a little bit about your roots, your legacy, how you came to be. So how did you get started in BMX? Obviously, everybody wants to know where the start comes from. Tell us about that.
So my brother's dad grew up racing, and he took me to a track with my mom, and I begged and begged. I think my mom said for like 6 months, and they were just like, "Whatever, she'll get over it. It's just it's a temporary thing," and I never got over it. And so
Aww.
they eventually
Aw.
bought my first bike, and then it just became my entire life.
Oh, that's amazing. So did you feel like when you say it was your entire life, like did you ever like get to the point where you were like, this is crazy, why am I doing this? Did you get that teenage itch where you just wanted to run off and do something different?
Oh yeah, I talked about this the other day. I posted a video talking about this the other day. Because obviously I trained some older kids who, I mean, at their age, that's whenever I really, really started getting deep into BMX. And I was talking about how when you go through, I want to say like middle school, probably, especially for women, I feel like when you go through middle school and you start seeing that there's other sports and there's other things to life and all of that, you kind of start to question, why am I doing this?
Right.
Because I think BMX is such a niche sport, and it can
It
be
is.
lonely, especially when you're in public school, because it's and me
It's
and my
not a
mother-in-law, we were
team
actually
sport,
talking
but
about this too, and we were talking about how
yeah,
it's not a team sport, and so it's very isolating because BMX is not
right.
in middle schools and high schools, and so these kids are
Right.
like, well, why can't you go do this, and why can't you do that, and all that? And when you're a national level rider, I mean, you dedicate your entire life to BMX and training after school and before school and on the weekends and all this and that. So I think it's natural for everyone to go through burnout, and I definitely did multiple times.
Well, it obviously didn't win, right?
Eventually it did, but for a while it did not.
For a while, right?
We've got a couple of people wanting to know what is on your shirt. What jersey are you wearing?
Oh, so I'm wearing my coaching jersey, Avalanche coaching. It's actually
Oh,
Avalanche
nice.
training, but we did a trial run with the jersey. So that's my program name is Avalanche
Okay.
Training.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, because my name was Avalanche growing up. So
Was it?
yes, it
That's
was.
Why did they call you Avalanche?
We were walking through a parking garage one time, and we were like, I need a race name, and we saw an Avalanche, and I used to like Avalanche trucks, and it just became a thing.
I was going the opposite way. I thought you was coming down the hill and you was taking everybody out.
No,
Working
but I
out on
used to
it.
say that.
There you go.
There you go. That's awesome. We actually had an
Same thing.
avalanche. We just sold that avalanche like a year ago,
Yeah,
right? Was it? Yeah.
it might have been longer.
It had problems. It's old, but whatever. And we had another one want to know, what is your favorite part about training these kiddos?
Oh man. Um Honestly, I look at the kids that I train, I look at them as if they were my own. And just knowing that you're helping these kids achieve what goals they have set for themselves, and seeing the smiles on their faces, and then getting that call, Anna, I did this and I did that. It's such a heartwarming
Right.
experience. So, um, yeah, it's so surreal to become a coach. It's a whole different side of BMX, and these kids, they're constantly looking at me and confiding in me, and they want to know this and they want to know that, and I think being able to give that back to them, and just get to watch them grow in their journey is probably my favorite part.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's good.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I love it. So, when you look back at BMX from when you started to what it is now, what do you think is the biggest difference? Like, do you think a lot has changed over the years? I mean, you started. I mean, you're pretty young. This isn't like an
Yeah.
80s versus.
Yeah. Well, obviously there are some major changes because I started in 2006. And I think when you start at such a young age, you're naive to a lot of things in BMX, or just in things in general, right? So
Right.
obviously, being older and being on the coaching side, you see that there's a lot more that goes into these things, good and bad, right?
Right.
But I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed is, one, I mean, we have a lot more nationals, but there's not as many like titles to chase. Like, I remember when I was young, like, I was Disney Cup champion, I was USAC champion, I was Eastern Divisional. They had all of these titles, like President's Cup and all of that. And now I don't really know if they have anything like that anymore. I don't
I
see
have
anything like that anymore.
nothing like that.
And I
And
know
that's a
those
really good
those made
point.
like the greatest
Really.
weekends, because you would go in there and it was just a 3-day race, and they would calculate your points based off of how you went in there. And uh, that's probably the biggest change that I've seen.
Yeah, I wonder when they cut that stuff out. I mean, I'm curious when they cut that stuff out because I don't we didn't race during that time frame. You had taken your
Mm-mm.
break and we kind of
It's a
stepped away
long
from
break.
it. But I mean, it seems like they've kind of taken away, like you said, it sounds like they've kind of taken away a lot of the fun things, giving you more opportunities to really take the sport
And
to
chase
and
and have
chase.
a bigger
Yes.
drive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, that definitely makes sense. Do you feel like you were raised in BMX, or do you feel like you just kind of chose it? Do you feel like it was just a natural
Um,
thing for you, or do you think,
I mean, obviously, I started at such a young age, so it definitely became, like I said, my entire life.
right?
But I definitely think I chose it for sure, because there's a lot of sports that you can do at such a young age, and
Right.
chose BMX.
Exactly. And
I
you
chose
had
to
to
ride a
beg your
bike.
parents to let you go, so you
Yes, for
definitely
6 months.
chose it.
Can you pull up Rusty's comment?
The this one, how did the Texas HOF
The
in
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame influence your racing, and should racers set it as a goal to someday be nominated?
Oh man, Rusty. When I was little, and man, I love Rusty like crazy. Actually, when
Yeah.
I got inducted, Rusty was just over there bawling his eyes out. And I remember when I was
Oh,
when I was young, Rusty came up to me, and he told me, "You're gonna be a Texas BMX Hall of Famer one day." And I just, at that age, I was like, yeah, yeah, whatever, I'm just like 7 years
right.
old. Like, there's no way I'm gonna make that. That is such a huge honor. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be in the Hall of Fame. And then, um, you know, as it went on, and he kept saying it, kept saying it, kept saying it, and I was like, man, I
Oh,
really hope I do get in one day. And so, getting into it, it was it was amazing, honestly. And I definitely influence any writer in Texas to make that a goal, and
yeah.
encourage them for sure.
Just
Hall of Fame, Texas Hall of Fame, the board, everyone on it. They're truly amazing, and they love and support on all of us. And I think that as a Hall of Famer, we should do that too. So
Right. That's amazing.
So, what are the requirements for Texas Hall of Fame?
uh, there's no requirements.
Just an
Someone
inductee?
nominates you, and then you gotta. I think you get nominated, and then the board kind of decides who continues to go on, and so on and so forth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I imagine that was quite an honor. That's
Yes,
amazing. Do
it
you know who
was.
nominated you?
I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure.
You're not 100% sure.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So what did that really mean to you personally? Did that kind of solidify what your coaching, career would look like? Or, I mean,
No,
what
I
did
think
that
it
do for
was.
you?
I was obviously I was raised to be like really, really humble about my experiences in BMX, and I think getting inducted into it made me realize like, hey, you truly did do some amazing things in BMX, and you should be proud of that. Not scared to tell people about it.
Right.
But I think it just knowing that all of my years of hard work and all the blood, tears, sweat, all of that, went into BMX, and it came out to being a Hall of Fame inductee, and getting to say that. I mean, I think that's just a privilege within itself. And I think
Yes.
it's so cool because whenever I do get to say it to people, they're just like, "Oh, that's so cool," and people that are around me, they brag about it. Oh, she's in the Hall of Fame and all that, and so it makes you feel good for sure.
Right. Right.
And you should. I
Exactly.
mean,
Yes.
that's a hell of an accomplishment.
That is a huge accomplishment. That's amazing.
Yes.
I love that so much. And I suppose, do you know like what the competition was like for that position? Like when you were inducted, was there a lot of people that were nominated, or?
I don't know about how many people that were nominated, but I do know like the finalist. Yeah, it was pretty tough for excuse me, who was on there and all that, and what they had
Right.
accomplished. I mean, getting into the final five within itself, I think is huge in general.
Yes.
And I never thought, I was gonna be nominated the first year and then inducted the same year. And so that was just even more
Wow.
more surreal.
That's awesome.
That's
That is
cool.
awesome.
Real cool.
That is real cool. Definitely need to be proud about that for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
No, he's such a goofball.
I am, but I'm yours, and there's nothing you can do about it.
So let's talk a little bit about your coaching philosophy. So when you are teaching coaching, what do you think it takes to make a really good BMX rider, rather than just being fast or just being, skilled? I mean, what does it take to really be successful?
Oh, dedication, 100%. I talk a lot to my riders about, you can be really, really skilled, especially at a young age, but eventually dedication will outdo skill any point in time. You dedicate yourself to this, and you give it 100%, and you're training like you're supposed to, and you're fueling your body properly and your mind properly and all of that. I think that definitely it comes and shows in the end.
Right. And when you say dedication, you mean like, oh, what was that? We got to move this back in the house. I'm just saying. No more
I mean,
garage life.
it's hard to wake up every day and choose to train for something when you have normal life going on.
Right.
But
All right, so
I
there's
think
something going.
did y'all have a bug or something?
It was a big June bug. It got it.
Oh
I hate
no.
those. I hate those.
No, not the
Deathly
June
afraid of
bugs.
June bugs.
Petrified June bug.
They grabbed it in his hand too.
Petrified. Oh,
Looked at me like, whoa.
yeah.
Um,
It's gone, baby.
Thank you. My hero. My hero. So Nate says, I have 3 daughters. What advice do you have for a young lady in a male majority sport? One raced her first year last year, lost almost every time, but she persevered and got a number 3 state plate for showing up to race. So what advice do you have for a young lady in a male majority sport?
Don't let them push you around. Don't let the boys think that they're better than you. Don't let them think that they're this. Don't let them think that they're that, because you deserve the same opportunity, and if you work hard for what you achieve, you deserve every minute of it, no matter what anyone says. Boy,
Right.
girl, grown man, grown woman, little man, little, it does not matter. You do what
Right.
you focus on, you and what you want to do, and you achieve the things that you want to achieve, and you set your mind to it. And boys can be unruly, especially at a young age, and you just don't listen to them. Just
What do you
don't.
have to say about that, Dan?
I agree with her 100%. I mean, you heard me talk.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather watch the girls in a non-perverted way or nothing like that, you know.
Right.
They're more disciplined.
Yep.
They're more dedicated.
Yep.
They hammer the rhythm section a whole lot better.
Yep.
I mean, they're
Except for
just
me. Yeah.
You
well,
have to
except
be.
For
you.
me.
You have to be. When
But
you're in a male dominant sport, you have to be more dedicated as a female.
right.
It's like
In
you got
order,
more to
And that's
prove
fine.
almost.
You
Yeah.
overcome
Yep.
and you adapt. So
Overcome and
and
adapt.
then kick ass.
And then kick ass.
That's
Like
that's
she's
the best.
done.
Yes,
Which is why she's such an awesome mentor for kids.
I agree with you, Amanda.
What'd she say? Oh, I find the girls are more intense than the boys and the younger teens. Yes. My personal favorite moto to watch is always the pro women. Um I just, it just blows me away how fast they are, how just they just dominate, and it's always a good race. I don't know. That's
I
just
think it's cool as a woman in BMX. You know, as a guy, when you go off an 8 meter hill and you jump, yeah, it's cool or whatever, but you're a guy, so you're, doing extreme things like that is normal. But as a female, when you have these pictures of you jumping these 30-foot gaps and going off these big hills and rubbing elbows, I think that's also it's
I
pretty
think
awesome
there's
within itself.
something.
That's badass.
It's,
What that is.
I'm gonna say,
It's
I
just-
think
it's
there's
just-
something incredibly sexy about that for a woman. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Like to
Yeah.
just
Oh my God! Please go off the 8mm here for me.
I
And I
would
can
roll
say,
down that hill, but
y'all were talking about Peyton. So Peyton actually grew up racing with my little sister. So I've known
Oh,
Peyton since she
really?
was since she got into the sport. And being able to watch her,
Right.
thrive in this is just anyone. I mean, a lot of the girls that are in that pro class now, I grew up racing with, and my sister grew up racing with, and while
And you're gonna race
sometimes
with
I'm
them
a
again.
little, I'm like, man, that could have been me. I'm also
Right.
really proud of all of them.
Yes.
Just knowing that I had the privilege to line up in the gate with these girls, and like Delaney Vaughn, she went to the Olympics, and I used to race her all the time. Actually, I posted a video the other day of one of the last races that I ever raced, and she was in that rack with me. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing. Well, your career ain't over yet. You can still do this. You can still do it.
You got plenty of support.
You
I
got
can tell
plenty
you
of
that.
support. Yes. Look at all these people coming for you. That's
I
amazing.
know.
Beer Budget said BMX girls are next level. My girls were a handful compared to my son. Good gravy. He said I cleaned their rooms because you didn't want to get yelled at. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's more than funny.
Yes, and I mean I love talking with Peyton. She was amazing. I love just to hear the women's perspective, and like I said, I get to choose my interviews sometimes. So
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the first thing you fix when you're coaching someone new? What do you try to tackle for the first time when you're coaching someone?
I joked about this earlier. I said attitude, because ain't nobody's kid gonna come to me disrespecting their parents.
Right? Well,
Um,
that makes sense.
I would say a lot of I think BMX is 98% mentality. So if I can teach these kids how to have the proper mentality, I think the physical part of it will come naturally.
Right.
Physically wise, though, I would probably say their gaits. Obviously, I just make sure, especially now because flats are a thing now. It was complete. I had to learn a whole new level of coaching whenever I came into this, because when I racing on clips at 6 years old was normal, and
Right.
now you can't race them until you're 13. So I had to learn how to train and coach on flats, because even though I had trained a little bit here and there on flats, it was just for skill work. It was never for racing.
Right.
So I just make sure that their feet are properly placed and that their, pedals are even and all that. Make sure
They're
that
good to
they're
go.
locked and loaded in the gate. Yes.
Can you put Abby's comment up there?
Sure. This one. She says, I think you should have a comeback.
Are you gonna come back with me, sister?
Make it a team effort here. You guys can do
Yeah.
it. You can do it.
The duo.
And then you've got, Heather saying, I second this. And then we have Heather saying, heck yes, she can. Now, come on. Look. Here's another one. Heather again. Anna the Avalanche. Come back, girl. Round 2. She never quits. You have an awesome support system.
I
This is
do.
super cool.
That's cool.
I do.
Yes. So you've done, okay, let's see. Where am I at? I don't even know. We had other questions. Where are we at? Right there? Okay, so what mistakes do you see riders making over and over again that just drives you insane?
Doubting themselves, I would say. And I I struggle with this a lot with my kids as well, because I tell them to do something knowing in full confidence that they can do it, and they're just like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, oh, why?
Why? Right?
So I think if you can learn to become a confident rider and be confident in the people that you're confiding in, and that are teaching you and coaching you, I think that you will persevere through that.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The girl is smart
And talented.
and talented. So talented.
That's a. I don't even know what to say. I mean, you can just look at her, and when she's talking and everything, she's passionate about this,
Right.
and she loves it. And I mean, this is her life.
Right.
And so that's. I'm not crying. Don't look at me.
I didn't
But I mean, I do. Kudos to you, kiddo. I mean, I think what y'all do is awesome.
I appreciate that.
And of course, everybody would love to see you come back. But I mean, for you to,
right.
I mean, with the attitude of the kids that you had talked about, that's
right.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Miss Elaine Colvard, she actually a couple of her kids right on our team. She wanted to know how you fix that self-doubt. How do you fix that?
Well, for me and a kid personally, I always tell my kids I would never make them do something that I wasn't 100% sure that they could do. And I teach them that, if you can trust me and you can learn the things while you're with me in private, and I can send you on your way to where you can go and practice that on your own, then you'll start to become a more confident rider. But it all starts with learning to trust the people that are encouraging you to do things. Goodness, Anna.
Right.
I mean, and it's a hard thing to juggle, because as a coach, I don't know what these kids are feeling, right? But
right.
As a former BMX rider, I understand that there is always going to be fear when you're trying new things. And there's always going to be doubt, and there's always going to be, well, what if this happens and what if that happens? And so I try to instill in my kids, like, I need you to trust me when I tell you this. I need you to understand that I'm not sending you on a wild goose chase. I'm not sending you into the wolves. I'm not doing this. I'm telling you, you can do this. I believe you can do this, and you need to believe that you can do this. And then 9 times out of 10, they end up doing it, and then I tell them, "See, I told you so."
There you go. But that's very good advice.
It is very good advice. Mr. Prince had to comment, said 100% comeback. She was my first all-girl coach at Cowtown BMX. She proved herself at a young age. Mr. Prince is awesome. We love
He
him.
is. I do. I'm so grateful for Craig and Regina. So grateful for them.
Yes. Abby wants to know, what do you miss most about racing?
Well, sister, you know the feeling. That's my sister, my little sister.
Is it?
Wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So when you say sister, it's a real sister.
No, yeah, that's my
Yes.
little sister. I would say honestly, just when you ride your bike, it's so freeing. When you're a true BMX racer, when you ride your bike, nothing else in the world matters. You don't think about bills, you don't think about responsibilities, you don't think about this, you don't think about that. It's just you, your bike, and a track. And I think
Yeah.
that's what I miss the most.
Right. Well, definitely need to get back on track then for your mental health, pretty much,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Wells wants to know if you're related to lone survivor Marcus Luttrell.
And Abby
Okay.
answered that one.
That
Did
would be
she?
question for my husband. I don't think so.
Thunder Midget from Beer Budget wants to know, how is it dealing with the parents? Because I know here in Cali it's different. He's curious.
I honestly, I am so lucky. I have such a great group of parents. That doesn't go without saying that, all of them are perfect. I've definitely, had to
Right.
have one-off conversations, but 99% of everything I've done with them has just been great. They love on not only their writer, but all my other writers. And they're always there if I need something. If they, obviously we've gone through some struggles together, and they were
Right.
very, very easy to adapt with and very understanding of moving into new things, and the communication is great. And I truly just love the parents that I'm around.
Right.
Like I said, I look at those kids like they're my own, and so being able to have that love for them, and the parents have that love for me, it just makes it all, it just makes it a better
One
atmosphere.
big family.
Yeah.
One big
But I
family.
mean,
Yes.
when you have them kids, they are your kids.
Right.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
We're the same way. When our
that
kids
is
are
awesome.
grown up
You get
and-
2 thumbs up on that one. That is cool. Yeah.
Right. We have another question from Heather. She wants to know, what do you do to prepare each kid? I suppose, I don't know how, do you have a way to do that?
As in national.
I mean, she wasn't
or-
specific. She just said, what do you do to prepare each kid? So do you have like a process maybe that, do you look at them individually, or do you do this as a team, or?
So I guess we can talk about like preparing them for nationals and stuff.
Sure.
So they going into a national week, we pull them off of their, normal routine training, and I have them do a light little workout just to kind of keep their fast twitch muscles firing and all that. And they do a
Right.
light little sprint session and roller session, but really it's just about mobility and recovery, making sure that they're eating properly, hydrating properly, and all that. We actually this year, my older kids, really my younger kids too, but mainly my older kids, we kind of switched our focus on learning about diets and properly fueling our bodies, because I personally did not have that growing up. I ate like crap. I did. It was so bad. And I had a poor relationship with food for a while. And I don't want that for my children or for my kids.
Right.
Especially being high level athletes. And it's so funny because before I switched to this year, I had a kid one time show up and I asked him what he had for breakfast, and he told me a cheese stick. And I was
Aw.
like, are you kidding me? So now I tease him all the time. I'm like, please don't tell me you had a cheese stick for breakfast. But it's just making sure that they're, taking care of their body and their their mentality and all that. And obviously I stay in touch with them throughout the whole weekend. So
Right.
That's cool.
I bet that's amazing to watch your kids succeed and do good things.
it is.
Ones that
It
you've
is.
worked with one-on-one.
Yes, 100%.
Mad Maddie in the comments wants to know, what age group is the easiest to work with and train?
There's really no easy
I'm
age
not
group.
laughing at that.
No.
I'm reading comments.
Oh.
So that's what I'm laughing
There's-
I
at.
figured you were laughing, going, she's worried about the
No.
twins, and we know that's a mess.
Your sister is something. I can tell you that with her questions. So it's cool.
My sister?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I don't even want to know.
Yeah. So, what
Um,
age group do you think?
I don't think there's really any easy age group to coach. I mean,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
as a
thinking.
human,
Right.
it's our natural instinct to be defiant when it
Okay.
comes to criticism.
Right.
Now, obviously, you can learn to take it, but I don't care what anyone says. When you receive criticism, there's a part of you that's just like,
Right.
kind of makes you mad. Um,
Right.
So I think each age group presents its own challenges for sure. There's no easy age group because the younger ones they're 5 going on 23 and the older ones are 13 going on 30 and so
Right.
it's just
It
and they all
just
think that
is
they
what
know
it
it all.
is.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, because the intermediates are going to have a little more attitude than the novices, and then the experts, they already know everything. I mean, so they think.
Right.
So
Yeah.
for the expert younger ones, say a 5-year-old is harder than the novices because sometimes if somebody doesn't know anything, it's a whole lot easier to teach them.
Like I said, I think each age group and each proficiency presents its own challenges. As an expert, I'm always worried about, well, how can this kid progress so that they don't plateau? As intermediates, it's making sure that they're ready to move up to that expert class. As novice, it's hey, this kid is like new and we have to learn the basics. Like I said, I really don't think there's any easy group to coach because there's there's different levels in BMX and there's different things you have to learn, and then once you learn them all, then you have to make sure that you continue to progress forward.
Right. So that being said, boys or girls? Is one of them easier? She said,
Boys.
just her words
Boys.
were, are the farting boys or talkative girls easier to coach?
The boys, 100%.
The boys are easier? Really?
Because
Huh.
I'm telling you,
that.
I am telling you, there's specific type of women that race BMX, and those are very independent. You're not going to tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing, women, and I don't care
Right.
what age you are. It's
Right.
just that's just the type of women that we are. And so,
Gotcha.
I have a 12-year-old girl that I coach, and she is the only rider that I have to talk to every single day almost
Oh.
because she is so defiant and I love her to death. And I see myself, I see a younger self in her a lot, my younger
Right.
self.
Right.
But I definitely, boys are way easier to coach than girls, 100%.
Oh my goodness.
They
So
are.
you was
I love my
defiant.
boys. And I love my girls, but I love my boys.
Right.
So my question to you was a defiant rider.
Oh,
When it comes to-
100%.
Okay.
100%. My coach used
There
to
you
tell
go.
me and my sister that we would be the reason that he does not have daughters. And now he has twins. So what comes around goes around.
Twin daughters?
Yeah,
He
he
has
has
twin
twins.
daughters?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Never
Oh,
should
I
have said-
love it.
Yes,
Love
I was
it.
very defiant. And I look back now and I'm like, holy crap, I put my mom through so much. My poor mother.
That's-
Mom, if you're watching, I love you.
There you go. Get you some points.
Right. Mr. Backer asked, Anna, what has been your biggest challenge with coaching?
Honestly, in the most respectful way possible, I think that being someone who's not active in the BMX scene, there's a lot of doubts that comes with that.
Right.
And so I would say kind of just the lack of respect from some people. And I saw Tulsa's coach, I think her name is Kate Wall. I saw she posted on her Instagram the other day, and she was showing like her stats and all that, and it says just in
Right.
case you think that I shouldn't be doing this, and it's honestly sad to have the experience that we have as coaches, and for people to not understand that we kind of know what we're talking about. You know, we may
Right.
not
Right.
be actively racing, and we may not, you know, like I never had a pro career, but I did a lot as an amateur, and you know, I was with so many different coaches, and I learned so many things. That I'm able to pass down to these kids. And like my coaching is not just straight BMX coaching. Like I did football coaching, I did football training, I did track training, I did MMA, I did mountain bike ride. Like I did a lot of cross training. Um, and
Nice.
so yeah,
I did
if
not
you
know
MMA.
that.
MMA. No, that would be cool. That would be fun.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was. I enjoyed it a lot. But I think that's probably been my biggest challenge is just making sure or gaining the respect of people. And that's why I'm so grateful to Greg and Regina
Right.
because the respect for my roots and my legacy is just it's just always been there. Always.
Right.
Without a doubt, without hesitation, it's always been there.
That was cool.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And that's why you're where you're at.
Yes.
Texas Hall of Fame.
And I
all
will
of this
never
stuff.
smart off to you then. So I can tell you that.
She's an MMA fighter. You better watch out. She'll take you out.
Wow.
Okay, so woman to woman, how do we get more women on the gate?
Man, that's a tough one. I mean, I can tell you this, like I went to a new church yesterday and there was this little girl there and she was like, "Well, I've been trying to find a hobby and all this." And I was like, "You should so try this." Like,
Right.
you know, I think just as a woman, encourage your friends to do it. And encourage their kids to do it. Like I have a lot of friends. Obviously, I'm 25, so I'm at that age and that stage in life where all my friends are having kids. And I always tell them, your
Or
kid will be on a strider.
grandkids. I mean, we're grandkids.
25.
So I always tell them your kids will be on striders, and so I think it's just encouraging people. Honestly,
Right.
I mean that's with anything though.
Yeah.
Um,
So women, like I've noticed a lot of them when, like, if I tell them, which I'm not a good racer, like I straight up, I'm better at this side of things. I'm not. You keep your drink in your mouth. But I'm not. But I love it. And when I tell people that, I race BMX or whatever, they always, especially women, they're like, "Are you crazy?" Like,
yeah.
they get this big wide eyed, like, "What are you thinking?" And then I'm like, "Well, I'm not really good at it, but that doesn't really seem to like
Well, I think
to matter."
it's harder to stay in the sport as a female because we get to a certain age where it's like we're expected to be a wife and expected to take care
Right.
of a house and take care of the kids and do this and that and um so I think it's just one of those things like as you get older if you were raised in BMX and you quit and then you come back, just do things that you enjoy,
Right.
just because there's kids and there's a house and all that. I mean, honestly, like it'd be so cool for your kids to say, "Look, my mom does this."
Right.
I saw a video
Exactly.
the other day and it was it said, "I'll never be the cool dad because this is what my wife does," and it was a girl
Oh,
racing motocross.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
That is awesome.
a hell of a bumper sticker right there.
Yes.
That's good. Say that again. So I can write that down.
He wants to write that down. That was awesome.
It says
That is
I'll never be the cool dad because this is what my wife does.
Wow. That's badass. What a good husband. I'm just gonna say. Noticing that.
You are so cool.
Oh my goodness.
We'll be in
So
Rose's Cool Cat Club.
Abby wants to know, who did you admire most growing up?
Elise Post, 100%. I think
Yes.
that's
Love her.
that goes without saying. But I had a lot of people growing up who thought like I looked like Elise Post.
Yeah.
Especially when Elise was younger.
Right.
But 100%. I still to this day it hurts me a little. I never got to line up in the gate with her. But
Oh.
um and
The
I
day may
followed
come. It may
huh?
come. The day could still come.
Yeah, so, I mean I followed her journey and always said I wanted to be like her and so
Right. Yeah, fast and awesome. Her personality, her heart, it's all just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Nate said last year the wife moms from our team hopped on cruisers and they added about 5 ladies to their very small team.
Damn.
So that's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That's awesome. And having a team too, like just because you know your kids are riding and the team says, "Hey, moms, try it."
Well,
I mean, that's really all it takes.
100%.
Well, I actually
Mhm.
did a mommy and me clinic last year, and I'm think probably obviously you got to talk to Craig and Regina, but I am thinking about doing another one this year because it was so fun. It
Right.
was a blast. Just to those ladies came out and they rode with their kids, and it was just kind of like this is what you go through. And I mean, I think that's a great way to obviously bring ladies into the sport too.
Right, exactly. And did you notice a lot of those women stuck with it?
Some of them did, yes.
Some of them did? That's
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome, awesome. Very cool. So, how much of BMX do you think is more mental than it is physical?
Well, I said this earlier, it's 98% mental.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think if you are strong mentally and you learn to become strong mentally in BMX, the physical aspect of it will come naturally. Yeah, I mean, like I said, BMX is a very isolating sport. And so
Right.
if you and I talk about this a lot with kids as well, it's hard to wake up every day and choose to train over going and doing something with your friends. It's hard to wake up every day and choosing to train versus playing a video game or watching a movie or doing this or doing that, you know. Um, and so I think it's probably the biggest challenge as an athlete too, and I think that goes for any sport though in general.
Right.
Right.
I think it's 98% mental all the
There
way.
you go.
So, how do you mentally prepare? So, like when you're getting up to the gate, are you one who focuses? Like, where does your head go when you're there?
So um I would get back in staging, you know, tell the girls good luck or whatever, and then I would always put my head down and picture my lap over and over again, pretty much until it was time to, you know, go up to the gate. Um, and that's what I encourage my kids to do is picture the lap, and then when I get in the gate, when I used to get in the gate, I would find one spot, keep my eye on that one spot. And if you look back at my old Grands videos, you know, and they do the pan over of all the riders and all that, you never once see I stare at one spot. I do not move, I do not flinch, I do not do anything. I stare at one spot.
Gotcha.
So is that the spot? Was that your line that you was going?
Most of the time, yes. Sometimes it was just something just to kind of, you know, take the nerves away a little bit.
Right. Right. That makes sense. So you're not so you were very focused. So some women like to go up and they're very pumped and they're just, you know, all over the place talking to people. You're more focused,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Are you making fun of me?
Huh.
I'm all hurt him. I'm all hurt him. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when we're talking mental, how do you get people past the fear of like the bigger tracks or the jumps or the big hills, you know, the 5 meter hills or I mean, not many of them
You're
get
talking
over
more
8.
of like the. I mean, the experts are already doing that stuff. So
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I guess maybe
more
No,
no.
no, because I
extreme.
have some experts that are scared of those bigger
Really?
tracks. Yes,
Huh,
and it is a mental challenge. And I will tell you, as an expert myself, when they first started coming out with those tracks, I was terrified of them. And I
really?
went to my first one when I was 11 because the bigger tracks nowadays that we did not have them when I was younger. But I remember my
Right.
first one. It was Worlds. We went to Worlds in London in 2012, and I went down that hill, and my coach was on the side yelling at me that I had to jump this jump. I did not want to jump this jump at all.
At
I'd
11
never
years
been
old.
11 years old. I'd never been
Oh,
down a 5 meter hill. We didn't have 5 meter hills. Okay. I'm at my first world. I don't know what's going on. And I
right.
have to jump this jump. Um
And that was your first 5 meter hill was over in London.
yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they
So
didn't
never
have
got to
them.
practice anything like that over here.
No, they didn't have it. The 5 meter hill did not become a thing until like I want to say 2013,
13.
2012,
Gotcha.
2013, something like that. Like it was not a
Right.
thing. It was, I mean, they had like the Olympic Training Center,
Right.
but it wasn't a thing. And so here I am, all the way across the world, and I have to figure out how to jump this jump. And I'm terrified.
Can you
Um,
do
yeah, I did it. I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Right.
It was either I jumped it or I didn't make my mains, and there was no way I was
Oh,
not gonna make my mains. So,
That's awesome. Mental.
yep.
um, but fears it's such a hard thing to teach kids to get over, because like I said, you don't feel what they're feeling, you don't know what they're thinking and all of that. I would say just you just have to learn to trust yourself and be confident what you're doing and what you're fixing to do. With the bigger hills though, I always tell them, listen, it's the same for everyone. All those kids that line
Right.
up in that gate, they're riding the same track, they're riding, the same gate, the same hill. They have to go down this just as much as you do. And I mean, you're here. You might as well just, a lot of what I say is you're here. You might as well make the best of it. I
There you
mean,
Right.
go.
Right. And it's
so
funny because when I was talking to Peyton, that's exactly what she said too. She said, when you get up there and you're scared, just remember everybody's scared. Everybody's
yeah,
nervous. Everybody
yeah,
feels the same thing. So just do it and prove that you can do it.
yeah.
So that's
And that's when that
amazing.
mentality comes in, that 98%
There you
mental
go.
game comes
Yes.
in, because
Yes.
you have to just tell yourself, I can sit here and I can yell at these kids all day. I can tell them that they can do this. I can tell them they can do that. Their parents can tell them, their friends can tell them, but at the end of the day, they are the ones riding that bike, and they have
Right.
to decide where that bike's going and what that bike is doing.
They have to believe in themselves.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly.
So to lighten it up a little bit, Scott said, "You look great and sound way better than I did when I was on the show."
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
she does. Old
She
school.
she is prettier than you, old school. You were a wonderful guest, and
Yep.
we absolutely adored having you.
Loved it.
Yes. Nate said that, where was it? There it is. H-Town was terrifying compared to the tracks we have in New England. So, that's just another one. Those big tracks are scary for some people.
And you know what's crazy is I never rode a track over in England. But when we went to New Zealand, we rode a track over there. They didn't have the 5 meter hill, but their jumps were like, I'm talking straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. And I remember going to a track in New Zealand to practice jumping, and I had this big double on this first straight I had to jump, and it was yeah. Some of those tracks are absolutely terrifying, 100%. And I will tell my kids, I get that it's terrifying. I would probably be terrified if I was out there myself, but I
Right.
don't know what to tell you. You have
Right.
to do it.
You have
Right.
to do
There
it.
Yeah.
That's what you tell you,
Yep.
woman. You gotta do it.
So just so you know, have you seen those reels where they have like the snowmobiler and he's like a badass snowmobiler, and then they have the woman who comes behind him and is like, "This is me compared to my husband." It's like, do. That's us racing. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking. That's us racing. Amanda said the first time ever had a panic attack was at Worlds in Brazil. She has a scrapbook to show us that.
Cool.
I bet that would be scary.
Yeah.
So very cool. I've got this weird like little gnat. We've got to bring this back in the house. Just saying. Um
You live in the country.
so in your opinion, when we talk about grassroots BMX culture, all of the things, what do you think culture does for the development of the sport? So the culture that's at your track, how do you think that develops the sport?
Um, I'm a firm believer in you are who you surround yourself with. And I in every aspect of my life. I mean, me and my husband, I'm very big on, we're around people in happy marriages, and friends that are doing great with their life and all of that. And so I think, if you're in an atmosphere where you're always encouraged and you're always loved on, and you're always, you got this, and ask questions, and they keep up with you. I believe that is a true environment to thrive in,
Right.
as a writer. Because like I said, BMX is its own thing, and it's very niche, and it's very you know isolating. And so when
Yes.
you have to be around people who understand it and who want you to grow as a writer, and that's I could brag on Craig and Regina all day long, because they keep up with every single one of their writers. I mean, Craig has had many conversations with me over the kids that I train. Just call me and say, hey, what are you doing? Just curious as to what I'm doing with these kids, progress. And so I think that's important.
It definitely is. It definitely is. So community, and that kind of ties into the community importance, like having good families and stuff.
Hmm.
And, so keeping a track alive, you think that's just all about the people?
Yes,
100%? Or do you think it's
100%.
track operator? You think it's
No, I think it's about the people. I mean, obviously, you want to have a good track operator as well.
right? Obviously.
But I think when you band together and you work together and you love on each other, I think that's. I mean, I'm
Right.
definitely 100%. I would rather go ride a track that is got rocks and gravel and all of that, and is got humps that are 2 feet high, and be around people who love me, versus a state of the art, all
Yes.
asphalt turns and all of that. I would 100% rather be there.
Dan says pow, pow, pow.
No, it was the knockout.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say that any better.
Right.
And in any sport or anything like that. But you are 100% right on that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I think it's
positive.
important to love on your writers.
Right.
Especially as a
And to
track, like,
understand that not everybody gets along, right?
no,
I mean,
Shut
not
up.
everybody gets along. You don't have to like everybody to still be supportive of everyone.
exactly.
So that's my thought. So do you think BMX is growing, or do you think it's shrinking?
To be honest, I haven't really kept up with it like in that way. I do know
Right.
brands are a lot bigger than what they used to be. I do see a lot of talk about moto count and all of that being low.
Right.
But I do know, like, as far as like the national scene, a lot has changed since I raced.
Right.
There are a lot more nationals. We are in a just our world it's more expensive to live, and it's
It
harder
is.
to live,
It
and
is.
and so I think BMXers, they ride when they can, and they
Right.
do what they can to ride.
Right.
Um, I don't I don't think I've seen a significant decline
Okay.
in BMX, that's for sure. I think if anything, it's about stayed the same, if not gotten a little better.
You think maybe it's just kind of changing a little bit? People are
Yeah,
staying away from the national scene and sticking more with some of the smaller things because it's more attainable for them
yeah,
financially, or
yeah. I think just the world that we live in today is a lot different than what it used to be, and I
right.
don't think that's no one's fault, right?
Right.
Um, and so I think people just do what they can. I mean, COVID hit hard, and there's a lot of people that didn't recover from COVID, and that still, are
Still a
battling things
thing.
from that. And then our economy is just, I mean, it's insane.
Right.
I always say, our economy as a 25-year-old, it's harder to live in than what it was for 25-year-olds 20 years ago.
Very true.
It's harder
Very true.
for me and my husband to buy a house now than it was for my parents to buy a house.
How much was your first house, Dan?
32,000.
$32,000. Can you imagine?
Yeah. And
And it
now
was
to
three
have a
bedrooms.
decent house, it's like 300,000.
Right.
It's absolutely insane.
Right. And that's here. Those Californians are paying triple that. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Californians, we have Beer Budget.
Yes.
They say, do you feel that coaching mentoring is underappreciated? You work hard with the kids, watch videos, give feedback, then get ghosted by parents when you message them. Do you ever feel like that?
I don't. I have a very very strong community, and
That's
a lot of
good.
people in my
Right.
corner. Like I said, my parents are great. My kids are great. The track I'm coaching at is great. I I th- I'm trying to think about how to say this respectfully. I think that
Right.
people that come in and they don't understand certain aspects of BMX, and they like I said, they don't appreciate that what you've been through. I think that can be makes me feel a little underappreciated sometimes, but
Right.
I think at the end of the day, I know who's in my corner, and those people
Right.
that are in my corner, they love on me very much, and they're always encouraging me, and they keep up with my not just what I'm doing with these kids. I mean, my kids' parents, they keep up with my entire life. Like they know when I'm doing this and when I'm doing that, and they were with me through school and all of that. So
Right. Well, Dustin says his son Colton Curtin wanted to say thank you for all the likes and loves. He appreciated. He's going to work harder every day.
awesome,
That's cool.
awesome.
Right. Right. So, where I don't even remember where we have more questions. Where are they?
You're in challenges.
I'm in challenges. Okay, so we talked about that. So what do you think needs to change to keep BMX strong then? So if we don't really think that it's going away, it's just changing, direction maybe a little bit because of financial issues. What do we need to do to make it stronger? Do we need to
I
change,
think
bring
think
admin fees
BMX.
down or like what?
I think BMX just needs to go back to its original roots, honestly.
Okay.
And I think if you're putting your kid in a sport that you're very well aware of is a contact sport,
Right.
um, I think you need to understand that.
Right.
And you need to understand that there are risks in BMX, and your kid could get hurt, and your kid could rub elbows, and your kid is going to get moved over on, and your kid's probably going to get T-boned. And I just think that BMX needs to go back to its original roots. Honestly,
Correct.
I think it needs to stay away from becoming corporate and business and all of that. And it just needs to be about the kids and riding bikes and having fun. I mean, in all, it is serious, but it's not that serious.
Oh,
You're talking to the choir over here. Look at him. He's like, yes, that's my girl. That's my girl.
and she's 25.
Right. I know.
No offense. If
I
a
know.
25-year-old is telling you to go back to old school racing because this is going to happen,
Right.
it's just so much better that way back then. It was. I mean, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We can't go back though, no matter what we want to do.
Well, I
I
know we
know.
can't go back, but I'm just saying.
So, like Mr. King says, Mr. Tim King, he says, I see a ton of potential, but most kids have never even heard of BMX. And that's true.
It
A lot
is,
of
and I think back like years ago, there used to be programs for these coaches and these pros to go inside of these schools and talk about BMX, and I don't see that very. The
Right.
last I actually saw of it was, obviously we heard of Denzel's recent passing, but
Yes.
Denzel, and this is one of the reasons why I always loved Denzel. Denzel has not been in BMX racing for years, and he was still going to the schools in DeSoto and teaching these kids about BMX.
Oh,
He
that's
was, and I saw him post
amazing.
it, and I thought it was so cool. Just
Right.
that he had. I mean, he hadn't been in the. I mean, he hasn't raced since what 2013, 2014.
It was a while. It was
Yeah,
a while.
and he was still, you know. I think.
The love for sport never left him. So
Yeah. So I think. I don't think it's promoted as much as it used to be. Honestly, and I
right.
don't think there's programs to promote it that way, and I think that needs to make
That
a
is
comeback for
correct.
sure.
That is correct. I've always said that if a track would get more involved with the schools,
Yes.
they would have so much more opportunity. Now, I don't know how that would look or how you would even go about that. So
Not just Tulsa.
I said,
No. Tulsa gets all that funding.
oh,
They're the ones doing all the schooling stuff. Spread that out to the.
right.
I mean, I know we're in Texas, but we like riding bikes too.
We do
And
like
kids, exactly. Get back in the schools, Anna. That's what they need to do.
right. Mr. Scott Sloan said, when recruiting a kid, it is more about the parents than it is about how well the kid actually rides or races. Do you agree with that?
In what aspect? Coaching aspect or?
I'm assuming it's just in general. So when when you think about kids who are, maybe coming to your track or that are potentially going to be coached, do you kind of evaluate how their family structure is at all?
Yes, I do. Because I went through a lot as a kid in BMX. And I never, I'm gonna get a little deep here, but I would never wish some of the things I went through on any of my kids. Um, I'm a firm believer that, especially when it comes to writing for more factory level teams and all of that, um, you have to have a good image because if you are out here, doing acting crazy and wild and
Right.
doing this and doing that, then the people are just kind of like, especially nowadays, because our society is so much more sensitive to things like that than we were, you know, 5 years ago.
Right.
And so I do believe that parents play a big part in that. And that's why I'm so grateful. I have such amazing parents because my parents, none of them act a fool. None of them do. They're all great. They love on the kids.
They do
So
all of
That's
it.
good.
yes.
I love that. So maybe let's talk a little bit about what you have for advice for some new riders. So what do you think parents should know before getting their kids into BMX? What's something you think that the parents should know?
Um, BMX isn't just something that you just go and do. Um, if your kid genuinely loves it, it becomes a lifestyle, that's for sure. And you spend a lot of holidays and birthdays and all this and that at a BMX track, and you miss out on a lot of things. And
Right.
that is absolutely okay. It's okay, to do that. I did it. I mean, I
Right.
didn't have a Thanksgiving until I met my husband. I mean, like,
The
and that was
grand was it, huh?
yes, that was it. That
Yes.
was that was my Thanksgiving, and so
Right.
um, I would just say for a new parent, let your kid enjoy riding their bike. Obviously, be a little tough on them, but for the most part, just let them enjoy it.
Let them
You
have
know,
fun. Let them
yeah,
learn to
let
love
them.
it.
Yeah, let them. If you let them learn to love it, they will naturally want to progress in it.
Correct. Correct.
That's I can't even speak. I mean, it's just you need to write a book. You need
She's
to write
so
a book.
smart. She's so good at this too. She
This
really
is
conveys things so well.
yes.
Um, so I'm just gonna ask you to maybe, and I had some questions. I'm just gonna bypass those questions altogether and just ask you to kind of just tell us, so advice for any new rider. What do you think, if you had to say anything to the BMX community, the new riders, the people who are just starting as a coach, from a coach's perspective, what would you say to those new riders?
Oh man, that's tough. Because I am such a bam, bam, bam type coach. So it's
Right.
for me, it's you either want to be here or you don't.
Okay.
And if you don't want to be here, that's okay. But obviously, I'm not the coach for you because I'm definitely I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your parents' time. I'm not gonna waste your parents' money. Um,
Right.
for you to come out here and goof off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, while yes, it is okay for us to have fun, and we have a lot of fun in my coaching sessions. Um, you also need to be serious about this, and
Right.
you need to determine what type of rider you want to be. Do you want to chase all these titles, or do you just want to race locally? And there's nothing wrong with either one of those. Nothing wrong
Right.
with either one of those. But because that will determine how much effort I need to put into you, and you need to put into me.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'd
Communication.
say the best advice is just figure out what type of rider you want to be.
Gotcha. Very cool. Do you think kids kind of figure that out at an early age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. And I
Yeah.
definitely think kids go through up and downs. I can tell you, I quit like 6 times until the age of 10. I did. It was so bad, and I was definitely all over the place, but I stuck it out.
Right.
And I
Right.
think when they get their first taste of victory, it's definitely it progresses forward very fast and very quickly.
Well,
I don't think I've ever been so quiet.
I know. I was wondering
I
the
just-
same thing. I'm sitting here going, I don't know if I have a really bad habit
Yeah,
of
it's,
dominating a conversation. So
Maybe next week it's just going to be called the Anna Luttrell. And we'll just sit here and watch and
watch and learn.
You're,
Yeah.
you're a freaking inspiration. I can tell you that.
Right.
I appreciate
Damn.
that.
Damn.
Well, let's have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
Let's do.
I've been having fun.
Well, I have too. But let's do like a speed round, rapid fire.
Oh
So
goodness,
I'm gonna
I'm not
say
good at rapid
something-
fire.
Oh, just
Oh,
no thoughts.
I bet you are.
No
If
thoughts.
you tell, if you, yes, you are.
Yeah.
You-
Yes, you are. Okay, so rapid fire. I've only got 5 things. I'm just gonna say the phrase, and you say the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Favorite track.
Old Kentucky, the very original Louisville track.
Ooh, wow. That's a good one. Flats or jumps?
Jumps.
Jumps? Gate nerves, yes or no?
Always.
Always. One upgrade every rider should make.
Hubs.
What? Hubs?
Hubs.
Hubs.
Yeah.
Hubs? I thought you
I'm a
said
big
hugs. I'm
Onyx
like,
Onyx
hugs?
Hubs fan.
What are you talking about, hugs?
Hubs. HUB.
Onyx.
All right. Biggest pet peeve at the track.
Ooh.
Come on.
Stopping in the middle of the track.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Even
For it or against it?
that's our biggest
Against
pet
it.
peeve. It's our biggest
If you're
pet
gonna
peeve.
if you're gonna stop on the track, don't do it in the middle of the track.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's even like that's practice time. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, that's why I hate practice.
Yeah. If
You
you're gonna
get
stop,
going and they
move
just
move
stop.
to the side, to the very,
Right.
very side on the white line, or move to the infield. But do not stop
Right.
in the middle of the track. That's how you get hurt.
Right. So that's really all that we really had for our basic questions. If anybody else wants to add anything for some last minute comments, we're going to kind of move on if we don't have anything. So let's just give a few people a few seconds to ask something. Beer Budget said parade lap, most dangerous lap in BMX history.
Yeah, probably so.
Probably.
That's funny.
Probably. I mean, we've already kind of talked about some of the extra things I wanted to throw in there. I do have one curious question. Why do so many people come back to BMX later in life, do you think? I mean, you're younger. So when you see like Dan here who took, how many years off? 30 years off, and he
36.
comes back. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm a firm believer that once a BMXer, always a BMXer.
Yes.
And you just, like I said, BMX is it's just a different type of high, and
Right.
there's nothing in life that will ever compare to that. There's nothing.
Right.
And so I
That
think
makes a whole lot of sense. A whole
Yeah.
lot of sense. Wells Cornett wants to know advice for someone learning how to manual.
learn to manual on flat ground first. If you can learn
Okay.
to master manualing on flat ground, it will make manualing on jumps so much better because the jumps actually help you manual.
Awesome. That's good to know.
Seeing videos, I'm just
Now me, I could never learn to manual on flat ground. Ever. I
Right.
never learned it.
Right.
Never.
A lot of these people are saying how inspirational you are.
yes, they are.
No, I appreciate that.
I love that.
I mean,
And
there's
yeah, that's
numerous.
throughout. It's fantastic. Craig Prince said we come back because we like to jump.
Yeah.
well, that's great. He has the talent to do that. I don't.
I can tell you if I'm jumping, it's not on purpose, and you better watch out. Just saying. Just saying. But that's just me. So
Jumping was
um,
that's one of my like biggest challenges.
right. It
Yeah,
took you a while to get there.
no, it was just one of those things like I never like had the confidence to do it. And there's plenty of pictures of me jumping. Plenty of
Right.
pictures. But I was definitely like the type of person, okay, I'm gonna hit this jump at like 50%. And if I get my front wheel over it, then I'll hit it at 100%. So lots of bent rims and broken
So
springs.
did you
But until
suffer?
you went to London,
Yeah.
because in London,
Right.
I bet you started jumping everything after that.
I had to.
Did you ever get very seriously injured? Did you have a really scary accident ever?
Yeah, so I actually had one and it was my only one. I for how hard I used to race and how much I used to race, I'm actually very surprised that I walked away. And I'm sure I had other injuries I just didn't know about. But I completely tore up my shoulder back in 2015 at Black Mountain racing in World Qualifier. And
Right.
I needed a whole shoulder surgery and never did it. Was lifting and riding on it 2 weeks later, and yeah, now I have chronic arthritis at 25.
I was
Oh,
supposed to
It's
say, I
great.
bet you hurting it. It only gets better the older you get.
Yeah, I know. It's so great. I love it. I can't even do a pull up anymore.
Mr. Wallace wants to know, when can we expect the Johnson sisters' official comeback?
Oh God. My sister's gonna call me after this and be like, "So when are we doing this?"
Yes, come
We
on.
actually last year, Texas BMX Hall of Fame, they put on an event at DeSoto State Qualifier. They did a roundup, and it was a 2-part series. So they did it in Texas, and then they did it in Oklahoma. It was so great. It was so fun. And we did a race after, me and my sister, just for old time's sake, and it was hilarious because, you know, of course, me and her going at each other's throats behind the gate, and then, you know, big sister had to show her that I could still beat up on her.
Right. Well, I think you are fantastic.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you are amazing. And before we let you go, I did want you to talk to us just a little bit about this event you guys have going, this clinic. If you want to tell us a little about
Yes.
that.
So me and Coach Sean McClaskey, we actually obviously we grew up racing together. And we got really, really close through some, you know, issues that we've been dealing with together. Um, and last year we put on a camp and it went really, really smooth. And so this year we wanted to do a little bit more with that and have a couple of different like guest coaches. And Mr. Freewall is Cowtown's expert coach. And being that we are giving all of our funds back to Cowtown just to help them with whatever
Wow.
they need and, you know,
Oh,
just show them that
amazing.
our appreciation. We wanted to make sure that Gavin was involved in that. And so we're super excited. We're actually doing a 1-day event this time just to kind of see how it goes and kind of with our schedules and all of that. Because like I said, I'm driving from Abilene to Fort Worth every week, which is about 2 hours and 15 minutes to
Right.
coach. And so,
Right.
but we're so excited about this. We really hope it goes smooth and
So
can't
are
thank everyone
you
enough.
teaming up, or are you each taking a specific section and teaching those sections, or
No,
what are
we're
you guys planning?
so it's completely teamed up. We actually haven't sat down yet and done this, but I know we'll probably run it pretty similar to how we ran our last one. We, you know, me and Sean and the other coach that we ran it with, we just kind of went off of a spreadsheet, and I'm very stick to what we say type person, and so that kind of helped us last time. And
Right.
but as you can see, we're just kind of going over everything. I mean, gates, corners, manualing skills, race lines, form, partner drills. So it's always fun to bring 3 different coaching styles together.
That,
Yes.
that would, damn, I wish we could be there. But
I know.
I mean,
I know.
we know Sean. I mean, I've never met Gavin, but you know, I had never got to meet you until now, but we followed you and everything like that. But damn, three. The price is too cheap.
Right.
I mean, for real.
All the talent and skill that's being.
And what y'all are 3 hours? Is
Yeah,
that what it
3,
is?
10, 11, 12. Yeah, 3 hours.
So $50
Right.
3 hours with 3 different coaches. So,
Right.
and you're donating all of it back to Cowtown to the
Yeah.
track.
Right.
Yep.
That is amazing.
Is unheard of.
Yep. That is amazing.
We've been back. I've been back for 4 years and almost 4 years back into BMX, and this is the first one I've heard of that y'all are doing this for the
Right.
track.
Yeah, we're super excited. Like I said, Craig and Regina, they love on all of us, and they deserve everything, and then some. And so, it's nice to have the ability to give back and into them, the way that they give back into us. And so, and that's kind of what I wanted to do from the start of coaching. Now, when I started coaching, it was the year I was getting married, and so obviously a lot of what I made went towards my wedding. But now, eventually, what I would like to do is my funds go back into my racers, and they go back into the track and traveling and all of that. And so,
That's
'cause
amazing.
coaching is about those kids, those children, and the community. To me, it's
Right.
it's never about the money, never.
Right. Well, and that's very admirable for sure. But just know that, time is valuable too.
Yes.
So sometimes it's worth a little bit. So don't
Yeah.
ever cut yourself short. Okay.
No.
And if you ever want to set up and maybe work a clinic anywhere else that's a little bit over this way, or you want to do something like that, you let me know, and I'm gonna try to get you traveling funds at least,
would
if
love
nothing
that.
else.
Me and Sean are actually talking about doing a little Texas tour. It's not completely set in stone, but
Stone.
we are talking about it. So be on the lookout for that.
You continue to talk about it, and girl, I will promote you. I
Well, I
promise.
appreciate that very, very much.
Scott wanted us to remember that obviously we lost Denzel Stein, and they're having a memorial April 17th. Just wanted to bring it. We did talk a little bit about that, but I'm not really quite sure. Is the memorial at DeSoto? Is that what they're doing?
No, I think it's at a normal funeral home.
Is it? Okay.
I do
can't
know.
remember. I think I saw something.
Yeah. I have to I'm trying to work out an event to give some more proceeds to his 2 children. So
Nice.
keep an eye out for that. I gotta figure that out.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's at a funeral home, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I want to say it's in Dallas somewhere, Richardson somewhere.
Okay.
Something like
I
that.
did-
When you get that information,
Yeah, just
get in
shoot
touch
it
with
to
me, I'll
us,
get
and
there.
we'll
Yeah,
share
absolutely.
it. And I think I did see it somewhere on socials. But we'll definitely.
If y'all follow Brandon Shaw posted the information.
Okay, for sure. We will definitely figure that out. We'll share it for everyone. So, okay. Well, that is amazing. I want to thank you so much. You are fantastic. You good with hanging out for a little bit with us while we
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we are going to kind of roll on. Everybody thank Anna for joining us. I can't tell you how inspirational you are.
Yes.
This has been such a treat. I mean,
For me to keep my mouth shut, because I never thought it would happen, but I mean, it's
whatever he's getting out of control, I'm calling you. Just so you know.
it has been a very big pleasure and an honor for you to be on the show with us.
Right.
And I feel like I have known you for a long time after this, and the way you are so passionate for BMX and for your kids that you coach and for the family that you take care of at your tracks and stuff.
Right. Awesome. So y'all,
Speechless.
I guarantee you, what was the name of your business? Now you have the coaching business. What's the name of that?
So it's Avalanche Training. And I'm on Facebook. I'm trying to get better about the social media this year. I suck at it.
Okay.
But it is on there. And
Okay.
then if, obviously if anyone has any questions, they can always DM me.
Sure. And if you guys need a hookup to, if you can't get in touch with her any other way, let me know. I will connect you. I will find a way to connect you.
Yes.
We're going to move on to our gate drop giveaway yellow light. For those that don't know, we have this giveaway thing. You have to start your day off or start your
engines.
start the show off. We've already done the first segment, but if you haven't done it, it's not too late. You need to share this podcast on your social pages and comment "done" in the comments in order to qualify. Then we are going to move on to our second part right now. What I want you to do is to describe your BMX skills in 5 words or less. We are going to pick the top 3 and then we are going to vote. Everybody's going to kind of chime in and we're going to try to keep up with it as best we can.
Question.
Yes.
Well, I'm waiting on the question. So it's here. It's just not coming out. So
your BMX skills in 5
I'm talking
words
about,
or
is there a way that we can send it? Anna, can she see the top 5 after? I mean, do you have her number where you can send her and let her have a choice in this?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yes. Can you see the comments, Anna, or not?
Yeah. Well, I can see like the comments in the live, but
yep, and that's what we're looking for. So whoever posts, we're going to pick the best ones. We're going to pick top 3 people responding 5 words or less. They're describing their BMX skills in 5 words or less. We're going to pick the top 3 and then we're going to vote. So okay. Y'all drop them now. We've got Raymond saying old, slow, getting better.
Damn, I like
Beer Budget says like, share, subscribe, losers. Come on. Sean says loose but controlled. Elaine says world's and best cheerleader. Shakes at best is
what the hell?
Need some WD-40. Oh my gosh. That's a good one. Oh. And then let's see. Craig Prince says sending it. Tim says giving them hell. Those are all good ones. We're going to give it just a minute. Scott Sloan says pedal, pedal, breathe, repeat. Pedal, 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 breathe, repeat. That's a good one too. Drunk heifer here.
You're a drunk heifer.
That was your sister.
I can't with her.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be hard to go through and pick these. So you pick your favorite. I'm picking my favorite. Dan's picking his favorite. Then we're all going to vote.
And Mad Maddie, pick your favorite.
Is she still in? I haven't seen her comment in a while.
Know.
She's got those twins that are just giving her. They're giving her.
Give her hell.
Yeah. All right. I'm kind of going through, looking myself. Hi, Holly. I didn't even see you jump in there. Oh.
Holly Dunn.
Holly Dunn. She's going to be doing their podcast at Dirty Fest.
Yes.
What is Dirty Fest this year? It's coming up, right?
Yeah, it's June, end of June, like 25th. We're so
for somebody who wants to go to Dirty Fest so bad. That's all I hear. You don't even know what it is.
I want to go so.
Hey, Rick, can you tell us when Dirty Fest is?
Yeah,
and that's normally in California, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is.
It's only 34 and a half hours from here.
Right.
I'm gonna have to talk to Mr. Ryan.
There you go. You talking about Bill?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Oh, damn. She served me.
All right. So we're just going to talk just a little bit more and then we're going to go to our final vote and then that'll be the end of the show. But Jan, we had some questions come up about your your side hack.
It's pretty.
Mike had asked in the comments a while back, wanted to know how training's going. I'm going to tell you how training's going. It's not. We are not training. We have made it all pretty, and it's just sitting there waiting for someone to ride it. The twins have
They flipped
they
it.
flipped it. They're 5.
They're 5 years old.
And they flipped it. And you had one laughing and one screaming.
Yeah. I was laughing too. So the first practice will be the first lap in Gretna State race, I guess is what it's going to be.
And shout out to Amanda Lewis and her beautiful family. They're part of our team and they are housing us for the weekend.
Yep.
And Dan told me I'm having a real Louisiana experience. Amanda, I don't know what that means, but some sort of,
I can tell
I
you
don't know what it means. I don't know.
It means you're going jug lining.
I'm going jug lining. I don't even know what that is.
Either that or airboating. So
one of the two. So she says it's going to be fun. I'm down. I'm down. I love a new experience, no matter what it is. What is jug lining though? She's laughing at me, but
because I thought she was talking. Here we do trot lining.
Okay.
So I'm like, what is it? Trot lining? She's no.
It's not.
It's a big ass bobber.
A bobber?
A bobber.
Like a big fishing pole with a bobber?
A bobber.
Like a big bobber on a fishing
pole.
Like
a big cooler you had, that big bobber.
Oh, that big bobber.
So a line's attached to it, and then you come back the next day. You bait it that evening, come back the next day, and there's a big ass catfishing.
Oh, catfish on jugs. Okay.
Like mother jugs and speed.
All right. Amanda, did you pick one? Or Amanda? Anna. Lord, I was looking at Amanda. I'm sorry.
Yes. Mine was the WD-40 comment.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. Mad Maddie in the comments. What did you pick? Dan, while we're waiting on her.
What does it read?
He picked the WD-40 too. We've got 2 for the WD-40. I saw. Where was I? Oh no. Dedicated vintage still riding.
I did like that.
I did like that one. So,
but the
WD-40
to me.
Dedicated vintage, and Maddie said she texted to me. So let's look and see what she said. Sketchy, improve style. Sketchy, improve style. Dedicated vintage, still riding, or need some WD-40. In the comments, y'all, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? We're gonna count them as they come in. Dan, why don't you show everybody what they can win while we're sitting here?
Oh, why don't I do that?
Why don't you do that? This sponsor for this gate drop giveaway is Amy Grips. So with Amy Grips, we have obviously some really cool stuff to give away. WD-40, WD-40, WD-40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got this.
6.
Tell them what we got.
We got this beautiful little Going Rogue BMX podcast backpack. Super cool. Super cool. Then we have, what else you got in there?
I'm trying to get it all.
He's trying to dig it all out. Y'all, be patient. Be patient. I have no idea.
My Geritol ain't kicked in.
His Geritol ain't kicked in. All right. What else we got?
Well, hell.
I don't know.
We got a lot of stuff.
Okay. We got the Amy Grip stickers. Yes. We've got another Amy Grip sticker. Yes.
Oh, shut up.
What?
We're going to give you 2
free up storage koozies. What are they called in down under?
Stubby holders.
Stubby holders. All right.
That's a new one.
Holders. Yeah.
In Australia.
Yes.
We got 2 free up
BMX racing stickers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm missing something.
I don't know what you're missing. We got the Going Rogue BMX socks, y'all. Those are
Those socks are
the
cool.
first set that we've ever had made yet. Officially in our hands, anyways. What? What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
What are you doing for? Oh, the Going Rogue BMX podcast sticker. And what else we got? And we got a pair of Amy grips. Check that out, y'all.
They're gray.
They're great. So it looks like WD-40 is the winner. Needs some WD-40.
And we got 2 free
Oh.
of storage pins.
pens. Yes. So if you are the person who said they need some WD-40 in the comments, or not in the comments, message me your address and I will get that out. Last week's winner went out a little bit late, but they're all coming, y'all. I
We
promise.
should
I just
send them a bottle of WD-40 while we're at it.
we should. That is awesome.
That's like,
That is super good. So, final notes, y'all. Everybody, thank Anna for joining us. You have been a wonderful guest. We're gonna come see you. We're gonna come see you at Cowtown one of these days, and I'm probably gonna talk to you about maybe doing some work with our twin granddaughters too,
Awesome.
because they're young though. They're so young. Like, I don't know if you want to work with them that young, but
I will work with anyone. I will work. I have 4-year-olds that trained with me. I mean, I'll work with anyone.
well,
you work with anyone. Well, they're
Yes.
5 and they are feisty 5. They
I am
are
a coach
that
for a reason.
independent woman that you. They are those people, I promise. So we are definitely going to come see you. We're going to push your event. We're going to do all of the stuff. I can't tell you enough how much we appreciate you being here. For those that don't know, she does have her website or her reach out to her on Facebook, whatever it is, and we'll get you hooked up if you're looking for a coach. And if you ever do that Texas tour, I would love to help you with that.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate y'all so much for having me and being a wonderful host and let me talk and ramble and all that. I love to talk. So
that's exactly what everybody wanted.
Right.
It's what I want. I mean,
yes, we wanted to hear the inside scoop.
Yep.
Yes. And my last name,
wonderful.
y'all were talking about this earlier. It's
Yes.
it does get said Luttrell a lot, and it's absolutely okay. But we say Luttrell. That's how my husband
Luttrell.
pronounces it.
Way
Luttrell.
off.
Yeah, I apologize to both of y'all for butchering.
No, it's okay. It happens more than you would think.
Luttrell.
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 What?
Luttrell.
Luttrell.
Luttrell. Okay.
Luttrell.
But in BMX, it's Johnson.
Or it's Johnson.
Yeah. He asked me the other
I
day.
didn't
He
hear
said
what she
he said
go ahead.
if you start racing again, will you use my last name? And I was like,
Ah!
I'll hyphenate it.
How
He
about
was
you
so
go around
offended.
the
He was
track?
like,
Yeah, he can just go around the track and say, I'm Anna Johnson's husband.
He can. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you, Anna,
Yes,
again.
Miss
yes,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you all very much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Y'all have a good evening.
I
That
can-
was awesome.
It was. I can't end it. I'm trying to.